In this segment, we're going to be discussing the steamer and the different approaches and thoughts that are available to you as a technician. The basic steamer is called the vaporizer. And the general rule of thumb, state board answer, is I'm not sure how to tell you this now. The old book says 16 inches. The new book says 18 inches. So I don't know how they're going to give you a choice right now. So I put up here both numbers, 16 to 18 inches. Steamer is also called the vaporizer. And it can be used basically for all skin types at just different adjustments and such. So if I'm using the ozone generator, I'm going to use it closer to the face at about 14 inches, and this is for oily acneic skin. Now I know we've heard, oh, don't use steam on acne. It exacerbates it, it makes it worse. Horrors of horrors. And if it were just the steamer, that would be very true, because bacteria need a warm, moist place to grow. And the steamer would definitely put me in that environment. But as soon as I flip on the ozone generator, it releases ozone gas. Ozone gas has stratospheric and the ground ozone, and the stratospheric is beneficial to you. We had this, the big hole in the ozone layer because ozone is antiseptic gas, and it helps keep our skin and our bodies healthy when we're outside. But with that big hole in the ozone layer, we no longer have a lot of that benefit. But when I'm using the steamer and the ozone generator, I'm creating stratospheric ozone, not the ground type of ozone, which in one of your assignments, you'll be asked to look that up and explain the difference between those two types of ozone, because you may have other estheticians tell you, oh, ozone, you can't use that. It's not good for you. And it just lets you know that they haven't done their research and they're not up to date on all of the ways that you can use your tools. The Dr. Lucas is also called the pulverizer, and this is 14 to 16 inches away from the skin because its main job is to dispense essential oils and beneficial things. For instance, instead of using water, I could use a hydrosol. You're not familiar maybe with hydrosols yet, but that's the steam of the water that's left behind from the steam distillation of the plant. And so it has the medicinal qualities. So if I use a hydrosol instead of water, and then I add a little bit of the essential oil, as her skin absorbs that, I'm going to be giving her a treatment. Let's call it organic. Okay. My carbonic spray machine, on the other hand, is very strong. With this one, you actually need eye pads to protect the eyes because the steam comes out with quite a bit of force. So it has to be 20 inches away. It utilizes carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is very acidic, and it's very beneficial for acneic skin because acne don't grow in an acid environment. The bubble facial mask, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's kind of new to hit the market now, utilizes carbon dioxide as the active ingredient to create the bubbles, because that's what gives you the bubbles in your soda, is carbon dioxide. So use it as a mixer, not a drink. A drink, okay? Not the mixer that you use to beat up your eggs, but the mixer that you buy as a drink, like in club sodas. And use that in place of the water when you're making your mask medium, and as you paint it on, the carbon dioxide is going to create and release bubbles. It's also going to make it very acidic. So the bubble mask is really beneficial for oily and acneic skin. I'm going to try now at this point in our life. Notice I said try, and turn on the steamer. I left the lights kind of out because I want to see if you can see the steam. And this little tabletop steamer does have an ozone generator on it. When you buy your tabletop, or you're wanting to be a mobile unit or something that you can go to somebody's house, then this is an excellent tool. when you're looking at the red line, this is the water line. Do not fill above this line. Do not let go below this line. It's very important that you adhere to the instructions so that you don't break it. Now, this is plastic. This isn't glass. Normally in the large ones that you have in a salon, the bowl is glass. Okay, the steam is starting to come out now, probably because I heated it up before we started this. And I don't think you can see it in the video. I can't quite feel it yet. Wait a few minutes and see if it does it. When you hear a gurgling sound at the base of the steamer, it means that it's too full. It's like bubbling over. When you are done at the end of the day, the steamer needs to be dumped. You don't want to leave water in here. It can grow mold. Okay, and then as it comes through the top, it's just mold and bacteria and germs. So the steamer, you should never leave water in the steamer, and especially over the weekend. It's just a really good breeding place for mold. So far, okay, it's just starting to bubble. I don't know if the camera's close enough for you to see bubbles. I'm going to try to move it, and I apologize for the wiggle. But let's see if we can bring it closer so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. Let me move the appliances for the brushing machine. So when we give that class, you can see the bubbles are starting to form. And what I'm hoping you can see is the mist. And it hasn't started to come out just yet. Hopefully, I didn't boil too much of the water out of it. But it's bubbling really good now. Okay, that hurt. I can feel it. I don't think you can see it, but I can definitely feel it. When I put on the ozone generator, you can see it. Because of the negative ions in ozone, it pushes all the water molecules apart. So when the ozone generator is not on, the water comes out in a straight jet. But when you flip that ozone generator on, because of all the negative ions, it's more of a cloud, which is why you have to bring it closer to the face.